You need 2 cups of plain flour. So, 1 cup. 2 cups. 2 cups of plain flour. And a cup of salt. So it's sort of 2 of plain flour, 1 of salt. Just take the camera so you can see it. Mix that up. So we've got 2 of flour, 1 of salt. Then you want about half a cup of water. Use the same cup. And add this slowly. Because you don't want it sticky. You just want it kneadable with a K. I'll add a bit more now. Let's just see whether it's going to absorb all that water. I'll start putting my hand in to sort of gather it in a minute when it doesn't look quite so sticky. Okay. Right, here we go. Don't put your fingers near your eyes after you've done this, because obviously there's a lot of salt in there. This is kneading it. You don't need to knead it like you knead bread, because you're not trying to fill it full of air or get rid of air or anything like that. You're not going to rise it. All you've got to do is to make it so that it's going to behave like putty or clay when you're sculpturing later, because you can bake this. I'll show you stuff to do with it later. I'm going to teach a couple of friends of mine to make some animation bits with wire. And these will help make torsos and limbs a little bit, although with paper mache over the top afterwards, but it's quite a good substance to use. You can put in the oven and make hard. It tends to sort of, because there's so much salt in it, last as a sculpture on your wall or whatever as a plaque. So now it's about the right consistency. That's what you want. Nice ball of salt though. Cheers. To improve its sort of its plasticine quality, you can add a little bit of wallpaper paste. I could have done this in the beginning, but I'm going to add it now, because the moisture inside will still sort of take care of the wallpaper paste. A little bit more. Yeah, as I say, these are a couple of the additives as you might want to put in, help to bind it. Although if you're baking it, it should behave quite well anyway, but just it helps to sort of give it a better consistency in a way. Bit of wallpaper paste to make it more elastic. And then a little bit of vegetable oil as well. So it's becoming a bit more like putty. Put a puddle of oil in there, let it take that in. You don't have to add oil, you don't have to add wallpaper paste, it's just that to make it malleable and moist and behave a bit more like a clay, this is quite a fun thing to add to it. Helps. Because you don't want it soggy and sticky, which water would do to it. This just moistens it all, and binds it all in an interesting way. Okay, so now I do want to knead it a bit to make sure that that little bit of oil and that wallpaper paste has found its way through into all the bits, so it doesn't sort of crack like it's doing at the minute. And then what I'm going to do is put it in a plastic bag in the fridge and rest it. Resting just means that, like when you rest at night, you can absorb all the thoughts of the day. This can sort of spread all the information, all the qualities of the oil and the salt, and then it all become one. So I'm trying to make a unified ball using all the qualities of those materials we put in. Just grab a poly bag, bit of recycling going on here. Smaller, only got big one. Let it chill out. It won't go hard on you. We'll just allow it to rest without going off. Well, it shouldn't go off with all that salt and oil in. Cheers.